fun night in the Coliseum right there. Another phenomenal atmosphere. One of the things we talked about earlier this season with this team was, protecting our home. And there's two parts to that. It's one, us as a program coming in here and playing well at home, and then the flip side of that is, the Coliseum lit up like it was tonight. It was a major factor in the game again. It was an awesome atmosphere. And really, it has been all year. For us to run the table here at home, play the way that we did, was really key to this season. And so, yeah, tremendous win. Proud of especially the response there in the second half. Another dominant performance defensively there in the second half. Special teams and offense, we're able to finish some plays there, and obviously we just got on a big run there as a team and really separated. So, I don't get a lot of questions about the season and all that. That's not really the time for this right now. It's been a really good season. It's been a team that's been really fun to coach. We told them yesterday, typically these years when they go by really fast, that means you're having fun and the team's doing well, and this year flew by. Just flew by, and that's a credit to the guys in the locker room. These two guys here next to me who have been kind of with us here from the beginning. Kind of hard to imagine they just played their last game here in the Coliseum. Hard to even fathom. I'm sure they can't really probably can't really process it right now either. But what a great memory to go out on. These guys help pave the way. This team helped pave the way. I thought last year's team paved the way for this year's team to take some big steps, and we did that. This year's team certainly paved the way for the future here, which couldn't be more exciting. So proud of these guys, proud of the win. Rivalry games are always tough, and just a great way here to end the season.
What was the reason for no limiting?
There was a violation of a team policy, and that was the decision that was made.
Like in what ways do you feel like this team did pave the way going forward?
In every way, honestly. In every way. I think we're a better team, we're a better program now than we were 12 months ago. I think this team, some of the resilience that we showed throughout the year, it'll be easy with this team to kind of sit back and there'll be a little bit of what if, especially with all the different guys that we didn't play with all year. But there's always part of that, and this team just, in my opinion, never let it become an excuse. And we won tough games. We were able to win games a lot of different ways. The way we played in the second half, really throughout the entire season. I just think there's just so much to build on. And these guys, these two guys here and a lot of those guys in that locker room, are responsible for it. And this program is going to get better and better. We'll have better teams here in the future than this team. But I don't know if we'll have had a more important team. This team was really, really important to what we're doing, and so I couldn't be prouder of them.
Eric, what kind of a message do you want to leave the defense with now that you're moving on to this next phase of your career?
Start fast. That's really it. I don't know. I'd rather say I've been trying to always, since being here, just try to do a lot of stuff by action, and also preaching a lot of stuff to us. But I feel as though I don't know. It's been like Coach Link said. I've been trying to pass on the baton to the guys that's here now. So I feel great. I think this team is going to be better in the future, just like he said, and it's going to pave the way. I feel like it's been a very, very important year for sure for the whole team before SC, and being able to play in the Big Ten, win against teams who were physical and play in their type of weather too. That's the most Big Ten weather we ever played in. So we played in 5 rain games basically, it felt like. So, but it's been great. And so I don't know. I think my message more than anything is just have fun while you're doing it, and more than anything, just give effort, focus, because we all come out here for one common thing, and it's football. So, yeah.
Coach, can you elaborate on why this team is so important?
Yeah, I just think, I told you guys, I don't know if in the outside, I don't know if they believe me or not. Last year's team pushed the issue in a lot of ways, and like we kind of said, I think was actually quite a bit better team than probably what it got credit for nationally. And we improved so many ways last year, even though the record didn't show really that at the end of the year. Like the people that really watched us and studied us saw that. And I thought this team, it's like, all right, you got to take that, but now it's got to go translate some, right? Like we got to go win some of these tough games. We got to go win in the fourth quarter. We got to go shut guys down defensively. We got to go be able, if we have different guys down offensively, to win different ways and have different people rise up if we have injuries. Like that's what just really good teams do that are kind of consistently there every year. And yeah, and I just think this team did that. I think the way this team responded to, bringing Coach True and his staff in there, right there at the beginning of summer, and then some of the changes we made, this team took that in, even though, all that will take hold more as time goes on. Yeah, it was just important. It just was. I mean, I think we'll look back. Things are good here right now. We'll look back when things are really, really, really good here, and this will be one of the ones that everybody will point to. I promise you that's going to happen.
Lake and Eric, you guys have played a ton of football here. When you guys reflect on your tenure here at USC, what moment is going to stick out? And then second part of the question, if you guys could just pick one moment that Coach Riley has helped you guys develop as men off the field, what moment would that be?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of moments to pick from. Been here for 5 years for Coach Riley, and can't say enough good stuff about him. He's helped me a lot on the field as much as off the field, so a lot to choose from. But I mean, I'll probably just say Meaton. Yeah, he's really energetic about installing like a cool play. Like, after like a long day of just class and lift in the morning, and you go into the staff meeting with Coach Riley, and he just kind of makes you have energy and shows how excited he is about and how much football means to him. So I think that's something I'm gonna miss for sure.
He always got more excited when they were plays to the tight end.
Sure, yeah.
Like, Eric, what do you think Coach Riley wanted from you guys?
A lot.
I'll start, sure. I'll start for what your question was first. I think my moment, everybody probably know me hopping on one leg now. Yeah. I would say that moment though, it's not just because of, it being big or whatever, but just because of, it wasn't for fame or not. I just genuinely wanted to win that game. And I was doing that in practice, helping and yelling and different stuff like that to get the team right as a sophomore in practice. And I would say Coach Riley helped me so much this year, more than any other year, because we had so many solo talks, one-on-one, but more than anything of what it truly is to be a leader. He gave me a book, The Inner Excellence. You probably don't even know I read it, but the book is...
I know you did.
Yeah, the book was so great of more than being a leader is understanding you gotta preach what you say, do what you preach. And then more than anything, sometimes you don't need to talk, you just need to do. I feel like a lot of times with this team, we talked and did it more than any other year. So I don't know, I just feel like a lot of stuff off the field translate to being on the field. You got your stuff right off the field, you're gonna be even better on the field.
Looking, obviously started, your tenure here 7-0 at home, with the senior class going 7-0 at home.
Yep.
How does it feel for just the coaches, with everything you sacrificed, everything that happened for you to get here? What is it? What's it like just this week and this moment?
Yeah, I mean it's important. I've talked a lot about the vision that I talked about at the opening press conference here. About just how I feel about this place, and I understand that Los Angeles is a place that people aren't going to show up just because, right? You have to win. You have to give them something, and when you do, there's no sports town better. And tonight and multiple times throughout this season was an example of that. And I think, those moments in there in the Coliseum, us playing well, crowd going crazy, those are important, man, because everyone just gets better. This year was better than last year, and next year is going to be better, even better than this, and it's just going to keep growing and growing. And I just think it shows that this city is excited about the Trojans again.
Eric,
And you feel that, and our players feel that, our recruits feel that. It's just it just makes it one of those special places. Like you're out there and you're playing, or you're coaching, this is pretty damn special. Like you just feel it, and that energy is huge. And great programs have a great home field advantage. It's worth a lot in this game, and that didn't exist here for a little while. All right. It does now.
Eric, you, you got a big smile. You know, you're not in agreement a lot with what the coach, you know, has been saying. How would you compare just sort of where this program is now versus when you first got here?
Tougher, more resilient, no ego. Everybody listen to each other. The coaches listen to the players, players listen to the coaches. And being able to handle adversity more than anything. People having their ear right whenever something don't go right, or whenever stuff do go right. Mic drop.
Fair enough.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.